Alrighty, how's my pick 3 at a glance family doing today? In Missouri is around 110 degrees, 100, 199, but feel like 106, 110 or something like that. I haven't stepped outdoors yet. I got to go and play my numbers. I'm going to play them numbers. I'm going to come right back in this door. Right, so I ain't doing nothing today. Nope, not unless it's a total emergency. All right, today, July the 24th, 2022, family. This pick 3 at a glance system is for all states. It can be used for any state, anywhere throughout the world, throughout the country, because it's based off all 1,000 numbers. And you tracking the numbers. And if you don't track your numbers, you don't know why you're playing your numbers, and you don't know how the numbers are rotating by the law of average. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Please like, subscribe, comment, or if you can't get me through that, call me at 314-260-9801, family. That's how we do it. That's how I do it with my system. Like I say, I ain't gonna run and I ain't gonna hide. And you look at my videos, you can see my face. I explain this system to anybody in 30 minutes or less. It's easy and it's simple, but it will increase your chances greatly. And like I said, if you don't do nothing, just follow me and start learning the system and tracking the numbers and watch and see how you'll start playing pick 3 with confidence and knowing what you're doing and knowing where your numbers are coming from and how and why you're playing them. So today, I guess we can say we hit them again. I know we can say we hit them again with that 5-4-2. If you check my strategy section out that I do every day, remember I said I was holding that 4-5-2 because I was looking for it to come back because it was mirrored at 907. And the 907 hadn't failed back. So like I say, by law of average, one of those mirrored, one of those opposite numbers will show up again. So that's how it works. You count your numbers, you track them, and you hold on to them and play them, and you'll see what I see for whatever state you're playing in. You have to track your own state, track your own numbers, midday from evening and midday. No number is going to rotate the same by the law of average. If it do, it's going to be very few. Now, they'll cross paths, but they won't rotate and come out the same all the time. So that's why it's very important. If you're going to invest your money in something, you should know something about it. Just like investing in XYZ Corporation, you wouldn't put your money in XYZ Corporation and not know anything about it at all. So you should look at the pick 3 the same way. If you invested in a number, you want to know the last time it played, or the probability, or it playing, or if it did play, why it played, or if it didn't play, why it didn't play. And with my system, that's what is available to you. Pick 3 at a glance. That's why I call it pick 3 at a glance. All right. So we have the 5-4-2 that came out. So I'm going to do the 1-1 rundown on it for beginners that's looking at playing pick 3, so they can understand the system. And the only rundown you're going to need to know is the 1-1 rundown, because it's the most effective rundown and it's the most easiest to understand in my book. Okay. If I sound a little druggy, for some reason I am sleepy. I haven't been outside in a couple of days because of this heat, but I just been laying in, taking it easy, and doing these videos. So today is July the 24th, 2022. Evening draws like I do in Missouri, and then like I say, July 2024, 2022. The number came out was 5-4-2. Last time it was out, October the 3rd, 2021. Okay, so it did come last year. All right, but that lets you know how long it takes for these numbers to come. It was almost, well, not a year yet, but it's close, a couple of months. Well, not a couple of months, but I can't add it in my head. Like I say, I don't do math well. But 5-4-2, 5-2-4, 245, 254, 5452, 425 are the different ways this can come out because it's a straight. All right, no number is the same, no two like numbers, so it's got 6 different ways to come out. Now we're going to do the 1-1 rundown before we go to this one here. The 1-1 rundown is a rundown that you use to find, well, a lot of people use it to try to find a number to hit the next day with, or find a combination up in these numbers to hit the next day. We're not looking to hit the next day. We're working with the law of average and see how the numbers rotate and catching the numbers and playing the numbers. We see what numbers are left by law of average. Then we start our bucket list. And our bucket list is the numbers that haven't played. So when we do hit, we go get those numbers from the bucket list. And we won't be guessing and trying to do a rundown to find out what numbers is coming the next day. All right? So we're going to do the 1-1 rundown. We're going to do the 1 on every last one of these, on each of these 3 numbers here. The 5, the 4, and the 2. So if you add 1 to 5, you get 6. You add 1 to 6, you get 7. You add 1 to 7, you get 8. You add 1 to 9, you get 10. You don't use the 1, you just use the 0. If you add 1 to 0, you get 1. If you add 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. If you get the same number at the bottom that's at the top, you add it correctly, which is very simple. That's why I use the 1-1 rundown. All you're saying is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, 9 is the 1 to it would be 10. You do 0, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're done. If you do that 1, you do that same thing, all these numbers will repeat over and over again until eternity. Same here. You add the 1 to the 4, you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, you're done. You do the same here. Add the 1 to 2, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, 9, with the 1 to the 9 gonna give you 10. You do 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You're done. Simple. All you're doing is adding 1 straight down. Okay, now that you got that, what you want to do, you got the master sheet under here that has all 1,000 numbers in it, but they're calendarized. So what you want to do is find out what column that the 542 would be in. All right. So the 5-4, and when you do the 1-1 rundown, all these here are the columns with the base numbers. You have 12 base numbers that you're doing the 1-1 rundown on. And those 12 base numbers, I know where you'll find that the 1-1 rundown is on the 018. Okay. So when you're looking for the 018 in your rundown on the 542, and here it is right here. Bam. It's 108. But on the base sheet, it's going to be in column 7, 018, right here. See? 018. But when you do the 1-1 rundown on it, by changing these numbers around here, these 3 numbers around, it's going to show up instead of 542, it's going to show up as 452. Okay, so let's go to the master sheet right here. This is the big boy, just the master sheet right here. Okay, you're gonna go to column 7. There's your 018. You go down to column 7. It's already played because I already said that it was gonna come back. I knew it was gonna come back, and because it's one of the mirrored numbers that hadn't played yet. Now you're gonna check that 452 off on the 1,000 sheet. Bam, you're done. Okay, on that, as far as looking at where the number fell from, off of what column. Okay, so here we got 12 columns of the base numbers, like I said before. And these base numbers never change. 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. That's 12 columns. Those numbers don't change because when you do the 1-1 rundown on these, all this will stay the same. With the 1-1 run down, and all these numbers can come 6 different ways. You got 10 numbers, 6 different ways give you 60 numbers. 12 times 60 gives you 720 numbers out of the 1,000 numbers, okay? You're looking at that 1,000 numbers, you're looking at 720 of them right here. That's why it's called Pick-3 at a glance, okay? That way you know how your numbers are falling. You know what columns they're falling off of. Same way with the doubles. Doubles are numbers, 3 numbers, but 2 numbers are the same. Like 112 or 223 or 334. Anything like that, they're called doubles. Doubles can come different from what straights come. They can come 3 different ways, okay? And those 3 different ways, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But out of the 10, you have triples, which can only come one way, okay? And you got these here. You got 9 times 30. 9 times 30 gives you 270 out of the 1,000 numbers. So you got 270 plus the 10 on the triples give you 1 in 1,000. 1,000 numbers. You got 1 in 1,000 odds to hit the numbers. And you can look at them all in a glance right here, okay? All in a glance. And another thing that I like about the 1-1 rundown, you're going to hear a lot about flips and mirrors in playing Pick-3 if you're researching it. Only thing this is based on is just a mirror system that I came up with, okay? Only the mirror. I keep it simple. I keep it easy peasy, where I can explain what this whole system in, like I said, 30 minutes to an hour, with 30 minutes or less, pretty much, because it's all simple. Now, I'm going to explain the mirror system a little bit. If you take the 1,000 numbers, you have 000 to 499 and 500 to 999. That's your 1,000 numbers right there. Mirrored numbers are the numbers that are the opposite of each other, okay, of those 1,000 numbers. Okay, look here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. If you're playing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 is the opposite number of that. They call that the mirrored number, or sometimes they say sister number. I used to say flip, but I'm trying to get away from that. I found out that is incorrect because there is a flip system that they use. So I don't want to confuse people that's looking at me and I'm saying flip and they don't see a flip number, because there is a such number as a flip number. But these are mirrored numbers. They're exactly opposite of each other. 1, 2, 3 again. The mirrored number is 6, 7, 8. Okay. Reason being, when you're doing a lottery and you're doing a grid and stuff, they'll talk about mirrored numbers. So a 1 can be a 6 can be a 1, a 2 can be a 7 can be a 2, a 3 can be a 8, 8 can be a 3, a 4 can be a 9, a 9 can be a 4, 5 can be a 0, 0 can be 5. Okay, that's just mean that they mirror each other. Like if you play 8, 9, 0 and 3, 4, 5 came in, they just mirrored your whole number. Also, they talking about, well, they mirrored one of your numbers. Mirroring one of your numbers consists of this. Say you played 1, 2, 8 here. I'm sorry, played this 1, 2, 3 here, but it came as 1, 2, 8. That means they mirrored your 3 with the 8. Okay, and they saying, well, they mirrored your number, or you missed the number 1 by 1, or all kind of excuses for why people miss their numbers. But if you tracking your own numbers, you ain't gonna miss no number. And the only way you're gonna miss the number is because you just didn't play the number. There's no mirroring and off and all that. Because if you got 1,000 numbers here to look at, when you playing them, you know you didn't play it. And if you didn't play it, you know why you didn't play it. Because it wasn't part of your lineup. All these numbers here in each one of these columns are 60 numbers, okay? When I'm playing and looking for numbers to put in my bucket list, I'm looking out for these columns. Say a column don't fall for 60 days, 90 days. 3 months, and you tracking. When you hit and you've been tracking, you know by the law of average, something's going to come off this column. And as long as you tracking and you playing, if you watching the columns and the columns don't fall, you know to start playing numbers off of this column. Because 9 out of 10, something's going to fall off that column. And if you tracking 9 out of 10 with my system, you're going to know pretty close what number it's going to be and how it's going to come. Okay? You want to start your tracking system to start you a bucket list of numbers to play so you don't have to guess when you hit. And on a continuous basis. By law of average, you got 1,000 numbers, 365 days in a year. On the law of average, for all these numbers to rotate starting today, it's going to take 3 years from where you started to track to see where these numbers are floating. Now, that don't mean you're not going to be hitting, because you're going to be tracking, hitting during those times, but you'll know what numbers to play when you do hit, just by tracking them. Okay? So, but what I do, numbers that don't play that year, I bring them over to the next year. And I'm tracking them, I'm watching them, the ones that don't play. I used to then, when I first started this sheet, at the end of the year, I would start all over again. And I wouldn't keep my eye on the numbers that didn't play. Then all of a sudden I started realizing, that's how I know it takes 3 years. I started realizing that the numbers that didn't play last year, because I started tracking and highlighting numbers, was the numbers that was hitting the next year. I'm like, what doggone it? That's where I was messing up at. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers that didn't come. I would start all over from scratch. So now I track every year all the numbers that didn't play, and I bring them over to the next year. And I keep rotating, That's how I know what numbers to play. That's how I build my bucket list. I don't need nobody to tell me what numbers to play, because I'm looking at my actual numbers. All numbers play different in all states. All numbers play different midday and evening. Don't sound like a broken record till it gets through. If you're a real serious PICK-3 player, you're going to have to get this. You don't need nobody to tell you what numbers to play. Not even me once you get this system. I mean, you can follow me and break it down and I can explain it to you, but you don't need nobody to tell you what number to play in your state if you track it. Because I guarantee you they ain't going to be doing no better than you, because your eyes is on the ball. Your eyes are looking at the whole picture. When people if you're doing all these different rundowns and stuff, we making it more complicated than it is. Here's all the 1,000 numbers. Just track the 1,000 numbers. Okay? Track your front pairs, your back pairs. All that at a glance. I got all that set up. You know? So this is what I'm trying to get across. Track your numbers. So like I said, if you got 2 columns here, still ain't but 10 numbers, 20 numbers. If you get 2 columns that ain't played in 3 months, which I don't know, I ain't seen that too much. It may be 2 months it'll take, 3 months. 3 months, 90, I'm looking at that column. Heavy. If it's the doubles or the straights, I'm looking at it. And then, just for example, the 554, I hit it for $400 because it hadn't played for 3 months. But I was part of my bucket. I started putting that column on my bucket list. So I said, okay, when I did hit, I said, okay, I'm just going to run the column down straight out of straight box. Played it down straight box, hit the 445 straight. Because I figured it's going to come straight. This column had something going to come off of it straight. Hit for $400. Straight box. See what I'm saying? Track your numbers. You'll know where the numbers are coming from off the columns. You'll see how they hit, and you see what number ain't hitting. Then you don't have to guess. You'll know. If you don't do nothing but this sheet right here, it's going to enhance your chances greatly. And carrying it over from year to year, because you're tracking the numbers year from year, they got to rotate. By law of averages, they going to always rotate, and these going to always be your odds. And by them rotating, you'll see what numbers you're going to play and hit. Same way with the 990. I hit it too, because I realized that they hadn't played off of it. That they hadn't played. That's how I hit all my numbers. When I follow the column and they ain't played in a while, I know exactly where to go to get my numbers. I don't need no book. I don't know which book people. I don't. I done bought plenty of books. I've been in the trenches with you. That's all I can tell you. But now you try this. Start today. Just start today with this sheet with me. follow me and track the numbers in your state. Just start today. That's all I'm saying. Start today, just tracking with me, and see what your difference is going to be when you start playing. You're going to play one with confidence, because you know something's going to have to fall off your column or your number you playing. And then we're going to add the front pairs and the back pairs. I'm going to go through my system, what I do. But you really just need this here. Just start with this sheet right here, the 1,000 numbers. Okay? Now, when I do that, okay, let's see. All right. Once I find the 542 that came, I go to my calendar. And I write in my calendar. Let me get this phone off and not put my finger and your thumb in the way. All right. Okay. I don't get this down yet, y'all. It's a simple system. Okay. Now, first thing I do, the day 23rd, I mean, not day 24th, but yesterday was the 23rd. I write that 542 on the 23rd. Now, these are all the numbers since I've been tracking middle of the year. This one came in red. This is all the hits, okay? Front pairs and back pairs. Back pairs in red. 760 was the jackpot I hit for $600. Then I hit the 90 for $100. And like I said, I hit, but I don't like to talk about what I'm making. It's for what you gonna make. And then, you know, when you make it and you think about the 70-year-old man, just hit me with a little something with my cash app. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You know, God loves a cheerful giver. So, but yeah, you're gonna start. Watch and see. If you stick with me, I'll be doing this system. I'll be doing this until the good Lord call me home. I'm gonna be putting videos up every day, Lord's will. If I'm here, I ain't sick or something. But that's what I'm gonna do. And then this here is my strategy 1. Okay, strategy 1. Just 1,000 numbers. Just track them. That's all I'm telling you. Just follow me, follow along with me. And do it with your state and my state. Your numbers, not my numbers. Track with your numbers. You can track with my numbers just to see how well I'm doing. Then this is strategy number 2. Okay, this was strategy number 2. I have this on sheets of paper. Okay, you can write it down. It's strategy number 2. All right. Now, how that works? I'm tracking the pairs. Okay, let you see the 542 came in. Okay, what I do is I look for 45. I look for 24 and 40, 45, 24, and 25. It's three of them. 3 pairs I look for because there's 3 pairs in here to make this number. Okay, so what I do, every time a number come in, I match them up. It's even set up for the doubles. Say 112 come in, I mark the 1 and 112. By the end of the month, whatever pair is left, I've got my eyeball on it. Or pairs are left, I got my eyeballs on it. The next pairs that roll over, I look to see if that pair hasn't been hit yet. Then again, if that pair hasn't been hit yet. That's how come I know that 23 ain't been hit now in 90 days. So now when I'm playing, I got my eyeballs, this part 23 is going to be part of my bucket list. The number 23 is part of my bucket list, okay? So I'm going to run. When I do hit, I know where I'm going to get my numbers from. Because I'll run 230, 231, 232, 233, like that on 233, on down to 239, 239, okay, 239, 239, all right, all the way down to 239, okay. So that's part of my bucket list. I'm looking at that. I already know that 232 and 233 didn't fall last year. I got my eyeballs on them. So I'm definitely going to play that down, but I might a 50-cent combo, 232 and 233, or depends how much money I got. I might play them both a dollar combo. That's $600 in Missouri. play dollar combo on either one of those and 50 cent on the others. And then if 2, 3 other than that come in, I'm still gonna get $50. And so with that $50, I'll just load up. I'll still play on box, but I might play the 232 and the 233. Let's see, $2 box. That'd be $12 a dollar box on both of them. That'd be $1,200 if it hit like that. You strategize, but I ain't gonna burn myself out because and that 2-3, if it ain't played in 90 days, it's gonna play a couple more times when it do show up. Okay. All right. That's my strategy on that. And then same way with my number positioning. I call this number positioning strategy. That number 3. Okay, we know the 4-5-2. The 5-4-2 came in. And y'all forgive me if my brain slips a gear a little bit, and I might call a number wrong. But if you've been following me, I hope that you know what I'm trying to say. But I try to catch myself when I do slip. So this here, I check off this number position. 5 is in the 1 position. 4 is in the 2nd position. 2 is on the back. Okay. Now we looking at that 5-4-2. So this a month. You're gonna track just like whatever number come in. Let's say is 1, 2, 3. You're gonna track 1 in the 1 position, 2 in that, and then 3, like so on and so on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I didn't have it on there. 1, 2, 3. Whatever number at the end of the month is left, or numbers I'm looking at, I'm got my eye on them. Say you plan, 16 come in the middle here, okay? Say 16 come in the middle here. Well, I'm tracking them. And I'm playing a number with 916. I'm gonna make sure I put that 6 in the middle. I'm playing 961. Or I'm gonna play it 169. But I'm gonna play it with that 1 in the middle. And I'll make a decision on how I'm gonna play it. But at least I know why I'm playing it in the middle, or why I'm playing it where I'm playing it. Okay. Then I move down here. This here is a yearly sheet. This is a yearly sheet. That's strategy 4. So just like that 5-4-2 came in, but I got the front and back pair. Let me back up so you can see it. It's the same numbers at the top up there that's at the bottom, from 00 to 90. All right. And what I do, I circle the 5-4 or mark it off. I usually circle mine on a piece of paper, on the paper I got. And then I'm gonna do the bottom 4-2 like that. All right. That's why I'm playing. Now you know why you're playing your numbers and how you're playing them, because you're marking them down. Then at the end of the year, if a front pair and back pair didn't fall, I carry that over to the next year. I'm talking a little bit about money because I got to a little bit to get y'all so y'all can get this picture. Last year, 0-9 front pair didn't fall, and 9-0 back pair didn't fall. I put that in my bucket list to play. Okay. Now, what happened when it did, and 900 didn't play all year, and that's how I look too. You got your bucket list. So I pulled that when I did hit. I did pull that 090 out to start playing after hitting prior. So when I pulled it out to play, it came, and I hit it for $520. The way I played it. That's what I'm talking about. You got your numbers in your bucket list. You ain't guessing your numbers, because the numbers are gonna rotate by law average. They have to rotate. Okay. But I'm just giving y'all an idea of how I hit. Okay. Now over here is strategy number 5. Strategy number 5. That's my main, one of the other strategies of tracking the doubles. And all these doubles, I put them together when they mirror each other. Okay? They're together when they mirror each other. So you hit. So 0, 0, 5, 5, 0, 1, 6, 6, 1. I put them all in order. So when your doubles come in, you mark them off, okay? And then you same thing. This is a yearly sheet. You want to, at the end of the year, but you're going to be hitting before, okay, as you accumulate it. You accumulate your bucket list on your doubles. At the end of that's how I knew that the 090 hadn't came in on my bucket. See right here. I was tracking it, and then the 090 didn't. The 090 and the 990 didn't hit, and these the mirrors of the top two. The top two mirrored the top bottom. So I just carried that over in my bucket list. So when I hit, I pull those out, and bam, here they come. So that's basically how it works. You just tracking and carry them over because they got to rotate. Numbers gonna rotate, and you watching them. And you put the good numbers in your bucket, just like you, I guess, if you're a farmer or whatever, you're looking for the good pairs and the right pairs and stuff like that, and you start seeing it. Okay, that's it pretty much. That's all. And doing that on paper and with me, it takes less than about 10 minutes at the most. If ain't nobody calling you or no other issues, that's all it takes. So. That's going to be it for today, family. Until we meet again, peace and love. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. God bless.